be able to see the icebergs.
So let me turn this around. There's the iceberg, of course, the jagged peaks of Greenland, and the town of Nanortalik or Nanortalik, depending on who pronounces it.
On the other side, there are some much larger icebergs, but we're on the wrong side. But if you look way out there, you can see a giant iceberg past
See it on the other side of the
peninsula.
hills or whatever you want to call it.
There's several out there.
Those white things aren't buildings.
Those are icebergs.
They're icebergs.
And they are far away.
So the ship left a couple minutes ago. And the captain came on and said, number one, we're not going to Reykjavik in 3 days. We're going to Reykjavik in 5 days. And we're not going to Akureyri at all. But we are going to Prince Christiansand, which is the fjord, tomorrow morning. Good evening from Bruges. Hey.
Hey.
Kurt.
Hello.
Good evening. Bonsoir. Guten Tag. Buenos dias.
Hola.
Hola. Yeah, okay. So it looks like we're just going to head off that way, but I think maybe we're going to turn again. Hello, yoo-hoo. I made it all the way from Australia. Sandra Meredith. Wow. Anyway, let's swing this back. So there's the icebergs we just passed. There's the town. We're, of course, in our cabin. Well, on the balcony of our cabin. And we're waiting to see which way the ship goes, because right now we're headed for land. So, and we don't seem to be turning either direction. In front of us, on the other side, are some pretty good-sized icebergs.
So we may just go ahead and go down to deck 7 on the other side so you can see that. We're waiting to see past this little point here if there are any icebergs.
But you can see how green Greenland is. So when people say,
Greenland is ice.
good, danke. Whoa. Our next cruise is in 18 days. Anthem of the Seas, Canaries. We've been to the Canary Islands. We've never been on Anthem of the Seas, though. We have been on Royal Caribbean. Voyager, Adventure, a couple of times. An Apple Watch now has access to it. It's weird when you use the ship's Wi-Fi. We're turning. Can you see that? Hello from Wales.
Hi.
Wales. We're going to be in Wales in about a week and a half, I think. Just for one day, Holyhead, or Holyhead.
So if you have any suggestions of something we should see there, please let us know.
So we're swinging there. See that iceberg coming around in view? Let me zoom in. Let me turn this way. There, see that? Maybe several. And that's a little one, right out there. I put it right in the middle. A couple little ones, maybe. But these mountains are something, aren't they? I guess maybe this is what Wales looks like, right? Or Scotland.
You notice there are no trees at all.
No trees here, anyway.
We walked around town today. It's a very small town, 1,800 people. 1,000? Oh, incorrect.
All right. So that might be one big iceberg. Parts of it are above the surface, or it might be a cluster of them, right? Only 10 to 20 appears. And I think when one's that close to shore, it means the bottom of it has hit the bottom of the ocean. And so they just sit there. Because the ones we saw today didn't really move around much, even though there's a current here and everything.
It's about 40 degrees here. So
I feel like the picture's crooked.
gloves on.
Love those views. We cruised a fantastic Norwegian fjord Arctic Circle cruise last May on Jewel of the Seas. Hey, we were on Jewel of the Seas too. Now,
Last May, we were doing the Nordic fjords, weren't we?
last August we did Norway, all the way up to Honigzag. We
Boy,
sailed.
that was beautiful.
We sailed on Jewel of the Seas from Fort Lauderdale to Rome a couple years back. That's a beautiful ship. I really liked it. So now we're headed for the open ocean.
Turning fast.
I'm turning fast too. There, see? Oh, see that iceberg there? That's the big one we saw from shore. I mean, that's as big as this ship, I think. So, stay prepared. Of course, it's in the fog. You know, it's almost sunset here. What is floating there? Is that ice?
Yeah, I would think so.
I'm going to try to show you it, what we see.
I don't think it's birds, is it? Could be.
There,
Could be birds.
right in the middle of the screen. Is that ice? I think it's ice. Well, maybe it's a bird.
We're going to get into fog. But those are very cool.
Yeah, no shortage of icebergs up here. I'm zoomed in a lot though. Look, if I zoom out to normal, that's what it is.
But the distance from one end to the other is probably the length of this ship.
On that iceberg, yeah. This one we're gonna pass, although we're still turning. I think is taller than the ship, maybe. I mean, it doesn't look like much here. And we're not gonna get very close to it. I think ships try to stay away from them as much as possible. Oh. Now the wind's got my phone. Oh. We're doing a time-lapse video. Takes a picture every second. Been on for a couple of hours now. But my fingers are freezing.
Yes.
So I'm zoomed all the way out.
Well, we're out here. Hi, Austin. Hi, Ashley. Hi, Liam.
No, there. Hope this picture isn't too crappy. See the iceberg Janet was talking about on the other side? it's not snow. There's water over there. There's ice floating on it. I'm gonna get frostbite.
Just
I'm gonna hand this off to you.
you're not looking at anything.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys.
there. Let me zoom out. There. Just hold it. I'll be right back.
So it may not look very big to you, but it is huge. But if you can see behind it, it's just a fog bank. So this may not be a very long vlog. Better? Are you better?
Now you can hold it. I can't zoom with these gloves. I don't. Well, they do have a weird index finger.
Then you should be able to. His hands are freezing.
They're warmed up now.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. Come on. There we are. I've never used this with gloves on, and I know why now. Come on, stay still. Yeah, I can't zoom in or out with the gloves on. I can swing around and show you what we're looking at from another angle. It's in the bright sun.
It's 100 degrees at home.
Did you hear Janet? Oh, those are birds. It's 100 degrees Fahrenheit at our house today. It's going to cool off, though, I hear, over the next couple of weeks. Maybe the hot weather's completely gone.
Look at the waves crashing over the
Well,
part of the ice.
there. Over on the right-hand side, I saw a wave crash up over that low part. Let's see if we can get it. Take a picture of it.
Talk about that. Okay.
You already did.
I just said we all that.
That's what we did. Janet wants me to tell you that we walked around Nanortalik today. You know, there was more people from the ship than lived there. A lot of people went iceberg or whale watching, that sort of thing. We just walked around. We did walk about 3 or 4 miles, though. And it's not a very big town, but we walked from one side to the other. She did buy 5 little homemade donuts from someone selling them, like set up little tables and sell jewelry they made or food they made, that kind of thing. And so Janet wanted to help them out, so she bought these 5 donuts, little ones, donut gems, we'll call them, for $5. And
They were awful.
well, I'm not going to say they're awful, They weren't donut tasting. Oh. Squeeze that a little bit. Okay. There. I'd have Janet zoom out. So you just heard the ship's horn.
That means you're getting into the fog.
We're heading into fog. Let me show you. Of course, there's nothing to see. Nothing to see here. In fact, half that iceberg is really in fog. So, like I said, I don't think that's all the same. I think there's one there and one there, but I do think they're stuck on the bottom. So imagine that being,
Deep enough to
8
get
times
bottom.
more going down or whatever, and out, right? I mean, imagine a ball, and that's one edge of it showing. There's a lot of activity above us. Those still in the light, the sunlight. But now we're in fog, and so we're gonna go.
One last look at
Hey,
those.
I was able to do it.